Hey all, Hipper here. It's time to take out the Albemarle again, and I'm using my usual tenant build here, agile and fast. And as you can see, we are here on, yeah, a map we all know. Now, if you look at the lineup here, then this battle here would have been a perfect battle for Albemarle. I mean, you can see there are so many cruisers and only 2 battleships. So really, this is a cruisers game. And especially in Albemarle here, where you have the radar, so the destroyers really pose no threat at all. Like I just said, had I been in Albemarle in this battle here, this would have been a good chance for a Kraken battle. Simply like I said also, that there are so many cruisers here, and some of them are tier 6 cruisers. And it would have been very easy to pick them off with Martel's fabulous AP. Now, of course, Albemarle has AP as well, but the ballistics aren't as great as Martel, unfortunately. But of course, on the other hand, the HE on Albemarle is just deadly, absolutely. So anyway, I am heading in, and I want to take care of the battleship first, because that is the biggest threat to me. As you can see, he's already going for me, and there's like 5 people targeting me. So we'll just try to get in a little bit of cover here so we don't take any shots from the side, and then we can focus on this Massachusetts here to get him out of the way. Of course, I try to get in as close as possible, so I'll be able to radar some destroyers, like here. And that guy didn't get away with what he thought he was going to, and of course, yeah, a bunch of torpedoes, but we just avoid them. So that way we are taking on the battleship, and we have made sure that the destroyer couldn't just push forward completely unhindered. I'm taking a lot of fire from over on the right, which is quite annoying, so I'm just hoping that the rest of my team gets into a better position to at least take the guys on over there. But in the meantime, I am just focusing this Massachusetts here, because like I said, he is the biggest threat. As soon as he's gone, there's nothing really stopping me here, because I have torps, I have radar, I have sonar, so very easy for me to push out. I just need this battleship here to go away. Actually, when you think of it, then radar cruisers have a bit of an unfair advantage when it comes to XP, because you can't just sit somewhere completely safe and radar destroyers. Of course, you're helping your team, absolutely, but it is kind of, I'm not gonna say a cheating way, but it is a very easy way to rack up XP without putting yourself in harm's way. And especially ships like Baltimore, Wichita, and those kind of ships there, I see a lot of players just doing that basically. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with it, and you'll get a decent game out of it. But yeah, I mean, I need a little bit more action than just sitting in a spot like this. I mean, I could be sitting here and just keep sitting here, but that would be boring. So I'm going to move out here, and the Mesa is broadside on, and of course he wants to take me out, but we'll do it anyway. And the reason I'm taking this chance here is that I want to get over on the left flank to be able to push up on this side here, because this Massachusetts here is running away now, and I'll have a much better shot from this side, and I'm not as susceptible to surprise attacks around the islands. And of course, I also want to hunt down the destroyers, and they are over here on this flank here. And doing stuff like this is why Albemarle is so versatile. And it reminds me a lot about Atago, just except that it's better in pretty much every way. Especially because it has a radar, but other than that, it's a lot better at pushing compared to Atago, and it's just more suited to the current meta in the game than Atago is. Atago was really powerful when it came out, and it still is. But against legendaries and like carriers and like just general changes in the game over the last year, Albemarle is a much better choice. So the Massachusetts is gone now, so I can move in and protect my destroyer that's sitting here. He's a little bit exposed, so we'll back him up here. And I still have my radar, so I'm just waiting for this destroyer here to disappear, and then I use it. I probably shouldn't have done that because he was actually not slowing down. I thought he was, and then he disappeared for a second there, so that's why I used it. But I could pretty much have saved it. Although it does make him visible now that we are in the smoke, so I guess it's not really wasted at completely. And here we get the fast rudder into action here. Another good thing about Albemarle is 2.7 second rudder, and it's really hard to torp this ship here. Like, you might get a hit, yes, but taking this ship here out with torpedoes is pretty difficult. So we got one destroyer down there, and I want to take care of the other one here. And this is where the speed comes in, because I'm going, well, the max speed is 38 knots on this one, and that's fast enough to make sure that destroyers can't just like turn around and fire torps your way, because that will slow them down, and then you will catch up, and well, you will spot them and they will die. A little bit of a problem here because this Boise here is attacking me from the side, so I have to dodge his shells, which is slowing me down. So it's hard for me to get above 35 knots. But as you can see, I'm still gunning for the destroyer, and then at the same time I am avoiding this the shower from this Boise over here. And as soon as the destroyer is gone, the Boise is going to get my full attention. And as it is now, I'm keeping HE loaded, because I don't know whenever this destroyer will pop up. I know for a fact that he will pop up because I'm going to hunt him down. And I take one torpedo there, and that doesn't really matter. So like I said, I keep HE loaded, so I'm ready to fire hopefully the killing salvo at this destroyer here as soon as I chase him down. So this here is turning into a duel between the two super heal cruisers here. Boise is tier 6, and he's in a bad position fighting me, and there's the Akatsuki. So we'll just see if we can take him out, and then we'll deal with the Boise afterwards. And of course we somehow missed there, but that's alright. Don't know why he's actually spotted at all. He's a very brave guy in that destroyer there. And look at the fast rudder here, where we just dance around this torpedo here with the 2.7 second rudder, and at the same time we are just trolling this Boise here. I am on fire, and he does get a few hits in, but nothing compared to the hits I get on him. And that's what I mean with an agile cruiser one-on-one against another cruiser and most battleships. You will win. It's just a matter of wearing down the opposition. And then, of course, dodging as many shots as you can of theirs while getting as many of what you have, like, on them. And like I've said before, because Albemarle has 6 guns in the front, you don't have to show as much broadside as you do in Atago. Because had I been in this situation here in Atago, I would have to not kite, but I would have to show so much broadside to get all my guns in action that it would be quite dangerous for me to show that much broadside, because he would be able to citadel me had he switched to AP and like timed his shots. But in Albemarle, you don't have to. Like, you have 2/3 of your firepower pointing forwards anyway, so there's really no reason to try to get all 3 turrets into action unless you really want to. Like I do right in this situation here, where I just I find an available moment to get all 3 turrets on him. And when you do that, you are rewarded by much more damage, and of course a much better fire chance. So it's really worth it. And let's do it again here. And this is the way you win duels like this here. Because the boy he's doing his best, but he cannot get all guns in action, even if he wants to. But I can. And of course, with the fantastic heal on Albemarle, it's quite hard to slowly whittle the ship down here, because it can restore a whole lot of health very, very fast. And I'm out of health now, but I pretty much have this Boise down here now. So just finish him up with an HE cell over there, because who needs AP in this ship here? And the enemies in the meantime are down to 2 ships. So there's a little bit of mob up duty here, but really it is a victory already. And the Hippo goes down, and I just miss out on the Cleveland here. That would have been my 4th kill, but that was not to happen. So this battle here netted us about, well, more than 3000 XP, high caliber, and 3 kills. And some of that XP was from radaring destroyers, and I know I took out 2 destroyers actually, but you do get XP for radaring and sonaring, and I also sonared a lot of torpedoes, which you get a lot of XP for as well. So that's what I mean by, yeah, radar cruisers, a little bit unfair when it comes to XP. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you out there.